Creatures of the Night book tag. Welcome to the light again! So I'm going to start with the creatures and the tag video. So the first creature is vampire, and for this one I really had to choose the Vampire Academy because this is my favorite vampire series, obviously, and you should definitely read it if you haven't done that yet. Then the next is Werewolf, and I haven't really read many books about werewolves, but the only trilogy that I could think of was Shiver Trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm not really sure how the series is called. I'm going to call it Shiver Trilogy, and I know that a lot of people who read this book didn't really like it, but I enjoyed it, so I had to pick this one for the Werewolf. Zombie. I haven't read any book about zombies. I'm not sure, but I just don't find zombies interesting to read about. I haven't watched Walking Dead. I haven't seen any zombie movie ever, I think. I just don't like zombies. The only movie that I did see about zombies, and I didn't even read the book before watching the movie, is Warm Bodies, and I did like this movie, but I just don't like zombies. I don't want zombies in my life, right? Sure. Then the next question is Ghost, and for the Ghost I had to choose this trilogy because this is the first thing that comes to mind when we are speaking about ghosts. But this book is about vampires, but there are also ghosts, because I wouldn't pick this book if there weren't ghosts in it, but there are some ghosts. And you should read this book because I haven't really heard anyone on the booktube mentioning this trilogy. No, it's not a trilogy, there are 4 books. But this is the Evernight by Claudia Gray, and I've read the first 3 books and I did enjoy them, so I picked this one for Ghost. Then the next one is Witch, Warlock or Spellcaster, and I had to choose Beautiful Creatures. I'm not really a fan of this book. I have all 4 books. I've read the first and the second book. The first one was okay, then the second book drove me mad. And I didn't really start reading third and fourth book, but knowing myself, I will probably read them no matter what, because I have them and I bought them and I gave money for them and things like that. But there are some spellcasters here, and for this question I chose Beautiful Creatures by Camille Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then Fairy. This is the second book. The first one is called Wings, but I had to show you this one because it has this shiny cover. This cover looks like this is children's books, but it is shiny. And this is a book about fairies, and I really loved the series. So this series is called Wings, I believe, by April Pike. And I've read only the first and the second book, but I bought third and fourth book a few months ago, and I'm really looking forward to continue on with the series, even though I'll probably have to reread the first and the second book because I've forgotten a lot of things and I'm not really sure how the main characters are called. Well, I know one name. So I'll have to read this one again, but this is what I pick for the fairy question. Demon. Demonata by Darren Shan. Demonata. Demon. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Angel. I know that those are fallen angels and demons. So this could probably be the answer for this question and for the previous question, but I really love this book, and there are also angels in this book, and those are fallen angels, so demons, fallen angels, things like that. And I really love this book, and I really love this trilogy. It is really entertaining, it is really romantic and heartwarming, and just a nice thing to read. So, Sweet Evil Trilogy, or the Sweet Trilogy, or whatever it is called, but Wendy Higgins, yes. Alien. I didn't really want to go with the Lux series because I think that a lot of people are going to pick that one. But I really wanted to show you The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, and some of the people are probably going to pick this one as well. But I read this book in July I think, and I really did enjoy it. And although aliens are not the main topic of this book, main characters of this book and this trilogy aren't aliens. There are some aliens in it, and it is some strange mixture of sci-fi and maybe even dystopian, and I really love the trilogy. This one is in Serbian. You've probably guessed that. I really love the trilogy, and I would highly recommend you to check this trilogy out if you haven't already. And for the superhuman one, so the next question is superhuman, superpowered human. I don't really have a physical copy of the book, but the book I wanted to tell you about is called Pivot Point, I think by Casey West or something like that, and I remember that there are superhumans there, and I really liked the book because it has something like a dual perspective going on, so you can see two ways of the future and each of them is really brilliantly done. So the main heroine has to pick one way, and she has some kind of superpower, so she's superpowered human. So for this question I had to pick Pivot Point by Casey West. So that would be the tag. I know that a lot of people did this tag, and this is that time of the year where we have to deal with all of these supernatural beings and creatures. So, Creatures of the Night tag. I really hoped that you enjoyed this tag and my videos, so if you did, give me a thumbs up. I'm not going to scare you or anything if you don't. And you can subscribe, and I will see you in some of my next videos.